Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a beautiful weekend overall, man. I'm feeling extremely blessed. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world right now, man. We're gonna speak about the Devin Haney versus Eddie Hearn situation. Is it beef or is it merely business? We're gonna speak about that, and we're gonna speak about the state of the heavyweight division overall. Then we're gonna get into some open boxing topics, man. We definitely gonna mix it up and talk about a little bit of everything. You already know how the live go. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. Let me check out the comments that I believe I have received prior to even going live. Shout out to the boy Thomas Wright. He always seems to be the first one commenting on the live as of lately. Slime, what's going on, my brother? Thomas Wright said Mazuma mob. Then he went on to say, Mazuma, before you start, we need your take on Gervonta Davis and Richardson Hitchens not being homies no more. I mean, look, man, Richardson Hitchens has a history of, being friends with guys and, ultimately, having strained relationships with them afterwards. I don't know exactly what that is. I don't know what you would call that. He had a good relationship with Shakur Stevenson. Then he put out an interview, seeming as if he was backing Gervonta Davis. Shakur Stevenson felt the way about that because he looked at him like his brother. You feel what I'm saying? So he ended up chalking him. They not friends to this day. Gervonta Davis, Richardson Hitchens, from what I was understanding, they had a friendship as well. They just took a picture together not too long ago, from what I understand. And I guess Edgar Berlanga has spilled the beans, saying how Richardson Hitchens was giving him information on Gervonta talking shit about him. So Gervonta probably like, damn, this nigga a rat. He over here telling niggas what we got going on, or you know what I mean? He playing both sides type shit. So Gervonta Davis cut him off too. So I don't know, man. Richardson Hitchens don't seem like a reliable friend to me based off of what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's really your homie, you know what I mean? When you're doing interviews, you need to make it clear, you know what I mean? You need to rock with your brother. You feel what I'm saying? And playing the both sides shit, that's always a dangerous situation. You feel what I'm saying? So there's some things Richardson Hitchens needs to tighten up on. You feel what I'm saying? Because, within a year, he got cut off by, two guys that I believe he looked at as friends. But it is what it is, man. They all in or around their weight class, so it was balanced for them to have a falling out or some type of tension between each other anyway. That's just how the sport of boxing works. And a lot of these friends gonna turn into foes slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it. Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, they brothers, they friends right now. They ultimately gonna collide. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way Shakur Stevenson, with all the competitive spirit that he has, is gonna allow another man to come up in his division. You know what I'm saying? And claim that they're the best. Shakur Stevenson gonna have a problem with it. They definitely gonna have some tension between each other, and I see them guys fighting later down the line. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think that Shakur Stevenson is that selfless or generous where he's willing to let another nigga rock out in his division and claim to be the best. Shakur Stevenson's too competitive. He's too selfish for that. You know what I mean? As he should be. But I know they're eventually going to have problems themselves. But, it is what it is. That's a totally different topic, man. We got a lot of people commenting in the building so far. We got 9 people in the building, 3 minutes into the live, 11 people. Man, hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. Let's get the algorithm on the up. You see what I'm saying? So that people know exactly what's going on. Girl, get the hell off my live. Get off my live before I go in the other room and put hands on you. Allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. My girl in here drooling. Let me see who else. Let me see everybody that's in here. You feel what I'm saying? PR Boxer #1. He says, shout out Mazuma Nation. Shout out Mazuma Mob. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. Agent 007, what up? Boxing Film, what up? Lorenzo, my boy recovering off all that whiskey he was fucking with yesterday. Shout out to the boy Lorenzo. He was in his bag. Glizzy, what up? He said, I got banned and my homie Slime unbanned me. But yeah, you be rubbing niggas the wrong way, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. I mean, if I get on register, it's because I trust them. You feel me? So it is what it is. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Like I said, man, we got some things that we currently need to cover and speak about in the boxing world. You feel what I'm saying? Let me make sure the likes is correct. We got 16 people watching with 10 likes. Come on, let's make it even, man. Let's get it even. Let's go. We got some things that we need to discuss. I was gonna bring Karma in the building because she, let me see. Well, she actually just looked at it now, but Karma, one of the biggest Anthony Joshua fans that I know personally, and You feel what I'm saying? I wanted to see exactly where her take was on the situation. You feel me? So we gonna figure it out for sure, for sure. Hopefully she come through and speak her opinion because she probably the biggest Anthony Joshua fan on the net. You feel what I mean? So we'll see how that go. We'll see how that go. I mean, yeah, man, when you a big fan of somebody and they come up short, bro, it hurt, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all guys something. And this was before y'all knew who I was. This was before. Oh, look, Karma in the building. Shout out to Karma. She gonna come on here for sure, for sure. But yo, listen, before y'all even knew who I was, you know what I'm saying? Before I was really active on YouTube, I was a big fan of Felix Verdejo. You feel what I'm saying? Huge fan of Felix Verdejo, bro. I thought that he was gonna be the next Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fight exactly alike, but what I'm talking about in terms of putting on for the island, that's Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just having the look, having the style. And Verdejo had it all, bro. He had speed, he had power, he had quick feet. Um, intelligent in there. Like he had a little bit of everything, man. But obviously, man, I think he just fell into some bad. The devil got up to him. You feel what I mean? And what I mean by the devil is, just the bad habits. You feel what I'm saying? Just falling into shit that he didn't need to get into. You know what I'm saying? Indulging in the streets. Getting caught up in the politics that's going on in Puerto Rico. I ain't gonna say too much, man. Y'all could Google it and see what's going on. And it started showing in his performances when he lost his first fight, bro. I never forget. I had my wallet in my hand. I don't remember why I had my wallet in my hand, but I slammed that shit so hard that I broke like 3 of the debit cards in that fucking wallet, bro. Like I was pissed. And shit, that shit feel like heartbreak, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like when a fighter you really rock with come up short, bro, that's like really heartbreaking. Like, I had professional fighters that I helped train, lose, and fight him, bro. That shit's like somebody did you dirty in a relationship. I'm trying to tell you, that's one of the closest things you'll feel to heartbreak. It's almost like somebody close to you, passing away or some shit. I swear to God, it'd be feeling like that. I don't know if I'm just that emotionally invested. I don't know what it is, but since then, I've learned to remove my emotions from the fighter. You feel what I mean? But yeah, bro, I know how that shit feel. Long story short, I know how that shit feel. Shout out to everybody. Yo, Dangerous Desires Bullies. What's going on? Brother Silks Bando. They said Joshua had his leg lifted up. You being petty, Silks. You being petty. Chill with Karma in the building, man. Karma, the one of the only members. She the only member in the channel so far, man. I gotta get my members up. Shout out to Karma for coming through and supporting the channel that heavy. Yeah, being emotionally invested in a fighter can really break your heart. Yeah, bro. I've been there multiple times, and that shit hard to shake off, bro. Try to tell you, when you love the sport as much as I do, well, this shit is essentially my life. You see what I mean? Like my whole life revolves around my son and boxing. You feel me? What's going on? So, you spend enough time in boxing, you get attached to certain fighters, you rock with certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? So that shit suck. You said how you join, bro? Let me put the link in the chat, man, because I had a lot of people asking me that. They couldn't find ways or whatever the case was. Let me see. Cause look, let me see. I seen there was a way to do it. Let me just make sure I'm doing this shit right. There was a link for it. Let me check my studio real quick. All right, I got it right here. So I'm gonna actually post it in the chat and I'm gonna pin it so y'all can see it yourselves. This is how you would get your membership with the channel. You feel what I mean? For my Day One Nation guys, you know what I mean? For those of y'all who let me see, I'm gonna pin the message right here. So that's it right there, y'all. Y'all can join the channel with the link right there. You feel what I mean? And y'all can just go from there, I believe. So shout out to everybody that's going to be joining the channel. You feel what I mean? We got 20 people in the motherfucking building. I appreciate everybody that's coming through, man. I love seeing that many people in the building. If y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, that'd be very much appreciated. We about to get into the conversation right now. In the meantime, I'm gonna post a link up. You know what I'm saying? You say you're a part of the Day One Nation, man. You're gonna have to show it with the membership, man. That's the StreamYard link as well. But in the chat, the membership is pinned if y'all want to come see what that is about. So let's get into this topic, man, because I had a few people ask me about this. I even had one of my fighters ask me about this whole situation between Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney. I spoke about it in previous video. I made a video a while back because I already sensed that there was some tension between the two guys. You know what I'm saying? That's Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn. But it seems like it came back into play when Devin Haney was attempting to come to the fights over in London. You know what I mean? He was in London. He was trying to get a ticket from Eddie, and Eddie Hearn seemed to not respond to him. You know what I mean? So I guess Devin Haney had felt the way about it, and he took it to social media. And Eddie Hearn responded. He was like, yo, bro, you sent that text at 6 a.m. You feel what I mean? And, I'm going to take care of my fighters first. You know what I mean? So he pretty much was like, yo, fall back. You know what I mean? You ain't the priority. Fall back. You know what I mean? It is what it is type shit. Like chill the fuck out. And a lot of people, Devin Haney even went on to say that Eddie Hearn was like a fake ass nigga. And he said, at least Bob Arum, he keep it business and let you know he ain't friends. Like Eddie Hearn make you feel like, you a friend of his, and then, he switch up on you. You know what I mean? Shout out to the boy Agent 007 becoming the newest member of the channel. I appreciate that very much, my brother. Thank you for, showing me the loyalty. You feel what I'm saying? That's absolutely dope, man. Thank you very much. You feel what I mean? Silks Bando and Karma, part of the membership over at Mazuma TV, man. I'm very thankful for that. You feel what I'm saying? But to continue on with the conversation, man, a lot of people was asking me, like, whose side are you really rocking with in this situation? Now, listen, man, I can see both sides. You feel what I mean? Just being objective, you know what I mean? Just trying to place myself in both of these guys' shoes. You feel what I mean? I can see both sides, and a lot of people seem to be siding with Eddie Hearn, but let me just provide Devin Haney's side real quick. You feel what I'm saying? And this is not me saying that Devin Haney is right. You know what I'm saying? Because I share a similar opinion to all of you guys. That Noti look hard, Mark. What you mean? But listen, Devin Haney, he's been somebody who's what? Oh, okay. You talking? Oh, okay, cool. But anyways, yo, I'm trying. Let me turn these comments off. Let me hide the comments real quick so I can get my shit up. So listen, man. So from Devin Haney's side, right? Obviously he's his own promoter from what I understand, and he likes to be a free agent because he wants to have that ability to move around and not be tied to any networks or promoters. There's a lot of benefits to it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can necessarily say that you on the other side of the street because you could work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to cut a percentage to the other guys. Essentially, like you paying yourself in a way. You feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of benefits to, being in partnerships or just being a free agent overall and not having no ties to anybody, because essentially a lot of the reasons why these dudes aren't able to, go to other networks and things of that nature is because they strictly tied in with another network. And, unless the fight makes absolute sense, whereas a shit ton of money, these networks and these promoters not really willing to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because they feel like they're not going to profit from the situation. So Devin Haney, he's there. However, you know what I mean? He developed a great relationship with Eddie Hearn throughout the course of his career, specifically when he started working with the Zone. They made a lot of money together. They was a part of some big events together. So although Devin Haney wasn't signed to Eddie Hearn, they broke bread together. And Devin, with Eddie Hearn even admitting, was extremely loyal to Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. He wasn't signed to him, but he was extremely loyal to Eddie Hearn. Now, I never heard of them having no type of, animosity towards each other or anything like that until the Ryan Garcia fight. You see what I mean? Initially, it was a loss. It got overturned. You already know what the situation is. And it seems like Eddie Hearn has a switch up in how the way he approaches Devin Haney ever since then. He went from rocking with Devin Haney all the way to wanting to be involved in Devin Haney's negotiations with George Kambosos when it was a top ranked situation. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. Then when he has this mishap over with Ryan Garcia, all of a sudden it seems like Eddie Hearn has flipped and said, yo, man, like, you're not even my fighter. You know, I got to prioritize my fighters. You know, I'm not really about to, lose money over Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? So when that Sandor Martin purse bid came up and he seen that Eddie Hearn didn't put no bread up on it, Devin Haney like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, and I know in the back of Devin Haney's head, he's like, yeah, I know technically Eddie Hearn don't got to do it, but, you know, I've been loyal to you all these years. We done made all this money together. Why you can't look out for me? I'm being loyal to you. Why you can't show me no loyalty? And Eddie Hearn pretty much on some shit where it's like, nigga, if you ain't got a contract with me, I ain't got to be loyal to you. You feel what I mean? It's kind of like when you dealing with a woman, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I keep bringing it back to the relationship shit, but this is like the best way I could really think of it. It's like you in a relationship with a woman or whatever, and you know y'all been dealing with each other for some time and things of that nature, and you start to look for things out of that woman that wives would typically do. You know what I mean? Like stay at home, whatever it is, whatever roles you guys play in a relationship. And she be like, well, if there ain't no ring on my finger, then technically I'm not your wife. And you like, damn, but we've been rocking with each other all this time. What you like, what the fuck is going on? You see what I mean? Like we rocking with each other. You know what I mean? We doing everything that, a relationship has involved in it. But you're not looking at me as like your husband. You don't want me to consider you a wife. So it's like you kind of feel betrayed in a way. So I see where Devin Haney is coming from, and I'm not trying to make this like a fruity thing. I'm just trying to give you guys an analogy that's somewhat close to the situation that Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney got going on. Devin Haney like, damn, bro, I've been loyal to you. I've been rocking with you. I make sure that I come to you first before I make these type of business decisions. You know what I mean? And we've been chilling. So what's the problem? Like when it's time for you to be loyal to me, you know what I mean? All of a sudden your energy is switching up. Eddie Hearn's like, dog, I'm not about to lose, that Sandor Martin fight, not going to make any type of money. I'm not going to profit off of it. If you was my fighter, in writing contractually, I might have taken the loss, but considering the fact that you're not really with me, I'm not going to take that L. Yo, some shit just happened while I hid the comments. Hold on, what happened? Who got smacked with the wrench? Yeah, Glizzy definitely being disrespectful though. But you know what I'm saying? You can't talk crazy to niggas like that and then get mad when they pack you up. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand that. So if he gets smacked with the wrench, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I've seen that boxing film unhit him. That nigga boxing film vetoed anonymous ban. That nigga vetoed that shit. Shit, hold up. We about to do this right now. Hold on. Let me do this real quick, anonymous. Let's do this. I'm gonna take this, John. Yeah, boxing film, but these my people, and if he coming across disrespectful and he get packed up, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? It ain't just the channel. You know what I mean? He gotta keep it, he gotta keep a a positive atmosphere with the people that he interacting with. If he talking crazy on here, then he don't need to be on here. Who got stripped out of their wrench? Boxing film, you still got a wrench. What you talking about? Yeah, anonymous anonymous got upgraded. I said we just gonna do this then. Fuck you talking about. I mean, these my guys, so if they feel like niggas don't need to be in here, then it is what it is. I give them a wrench for a reason. I ain't gonna give niggas wrenches and then, you know what I'm saying, uh, be like fucking all watching. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I feel like something like a little bit out of pocket, niggas a little drawling or whatever. He said how he got upgraded because I pressed the button, right? I clicked his name, and then it was the option to make him the manager, the managing moderator, and I did it. That's how I did it. Yeah, no, he being disrespectful. He calling niggas dumbasses and shit like that. That's not cool, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta keep that. Part of having a great live and a great chat is everybody coexisting. You know what I mean? Having like a positive atmosphere. If niggas is out here just coming on here and starting bullshit, then I mean they don't need to be on here. It is what it is. It's bigger than just how the way he approached me is how he approached everybody that's in the chat. It need to be a cool atmosphere. You feel me? If it's not, if niggas making that shit toxic or negative, whatever the case is, they gotta go. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna back whatever my wrench niggas is gonna do. Unless it's like really out of pocket, then I'll correct it. But you know what I mean, I ain't mad at him getting smacked for calling niggas stupid. I definitely ain't tripping. What does being the manager do? I think it gives them access to like block certain words and all types of shit. But yeah, he called him a clown that said he was a dumbass nigga. Yeah, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. But anyways, let's let's get into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let me check how many likes I got in the building so far. I got 15 with 22 people. I mean, we could get 7 more, man. Let's get 7 more. Let's get 7 more. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So let's go back to this situation, man. I'm gonna hide the comments again so I can stay focused. So that's Devin Haney's perspective. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at it like, yo, I've been loyal to you all this time. We've been breaking bread together. And when it's time for you to be loyal to me, when I'm in a tough situation, you know what I'm saying? You're not there for me. And Eddie Hearn, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the boxing game to take a L. You know that Sandor Martin Devin Haney fight, you know what I mean? It's not going to create no money. I know that I'm going to take a loss, and I will only do that to fighters that's signed to me contractually. You're not signed to me contractually, so why would I blatantly just take an L for it? You feel what I'm saying? Like if it was a fight that I could actually profit from, I'll put some bread up. But I see that it's a loss. That's like you walking down the street and you see a pile of dog shit there, and you just deciding to step in it so somebody else don't step in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, bro. No, I'm not going to take the L. So that's Devin Haney's perspective. He feel like he got backstabbed in a way, or he feel like, people not giving him the same energy that he giving them. He's not receiving the same energy in return that he's been giving them in terms of loyalty. So I understand that. Eddie Hearn, on the other hand, you know what I mean? Like I said, he's a promoter, bro. You see what I'm saying? Nobody is in the business of boxing. Although you may have to take losses at times, no promoter, manager, advisor, whatever the case is not going to put their money up in a situation that they know they're going to lose in. Or, they'll roll the dice because but only under the condition that there's a likelihood that they may come up. Or, down in the long run, they'll make that bread back. You feel what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn, he looking at it like, bro, there's no way. I got all this shit coming up with all these other fighters who I'm contractually obligated to take care of. You know what I mean? I got to put money in their accounts. You know what I mean? I got to be able to have the bread necessary. My bread might be a little short, coming to the table with my other fighters if I take a loss on you. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand what he's talking about. So it seems like it's a little bit personal on Devin Haney's side, and it seems like it's strictly business on Eddie Hearn's side. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, man. Like I see both sides of the coin now. In terms of this interaction that Devin Haney just had with Eddie Hearn, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? And look, I agree with the people that's rocking with Eddie Hearn in this situation because you know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking from a business perspective, even though I understand Devin Haney's side, he's like, yo, I've been loyal to you all this time. I helped you build up your promotional company. You know what I mean? We did some great events together. I'd have put some bread in your pocket. Why you can't put your bread up? Because I made you, because I helped you make so much money. Why you can't put no money up to try to help me in this situation? And Eddie Hearn, like, bro, that's clearly an L. I'm not here to take L's. If you would sign with me, like you just said, Silks, then I might have to take that L. But if I'm not contractually obligated to do so, then I'm not going to do it. You feel me? So it is what it is. Karma in the building. She says Dev wants it to be business when it's beneficial for him, but he wants Eddie to waste money on him. Yeah. For sure. That's a great point. You feel what I mean? So I'm rocking with Eddie on this one, even though I don't really want to rock with Eddie. I'm not mad at him in this situation because, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said this point over and over. We're not in the game to take L's. You might have to. You know what I'm saying? If you're in contract with somebody, it just is what it is. I'm sure Eddie Hearn took a few L's with niggas that was under his promotional company, but he had to do it just off the strength that, he signed them. So he just had to take that on the chin. But, Devin Haney feeling like Eddie Hearn has to do something for him is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And Jibo just said the entitlement is wild. Absolutely. I agree with you 1,000%. Speaking of entitlement, I think that issue that just happened between Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn was, a crazy sense of entitlement in its own. Why do you feel like because you're in London at the moment that Eddie Hearn has to give you a ticket? You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Hey, man. That was entitlement at its finest. You see what I'm saying? Like you had to you because you're in London and you want to go check out a fight, you feel like Eddie Hearn is obligated to give you a ticket for the fight. You feel what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn doesn't have to give you a ticket for the fight. You feel what I mean? Regardless of if y'all had a business relationship in the past, whatever the case is, y'all good friends, whatever, he doesn't have to do anything for you. You see what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn said it perfectly in that tweet that he just had. Let me pull up that tweet right now. Let me see. Let's get into that comment. Where the hell is it? I can't find it. Let me see. It's a little bit before. Let's see. Yo, so Eddie Hearn said, look, this is what Devin Haney says. You tell me how he comes across in this situation. He says, wow, I'm in London. Eddie Hearn won't give me tickets to the fight, but keep mentioning me every chance he get. Eddie the fakest nigga I ever met, bro. Eddie Hearn went on to say, you asked me at 6 a.m. this morning. First, I look after my fighters. Ask someone else and drop the arrogance. So that's what the hell Eddie Hearn said. And, I thought that was a pretty solid reply to Devin Haney because it's like, wow, I'm in London. Eddie won't give me tickets to the fight, but keep mentioning me every chance he get. Bro, how does first of all, if Eddie Hearn gets questions about you, he's going to answer it. You already know how Eddie Hearn give it up. He answers every question that's asked of him when it comes to, when he's dealing with the media. You know what I mean? It's not like he just bringing you up randomly and shit like that. People ask about Devin Haney, he's going to answer. You know what I mean? He's always been transparent with these interviews. You feel what I'm saying? So, equating him not giving you a ticket to being fake, that's kind of weird. And that's like Jibo said, Entitlement at its finest, a weird sense of entitlement, in all honesty. And he said, you asked at 6 a.m. this morning. At first, I looked after my fighters. Eddie Hearn has been saying this over and over again, that Devin Haney doesn't seem to be, grasping on to that concept. He's going to cater to his fighters first. You are not his fighter. He's not obligated to give you shit. It's really simple and plain. Silks Bando says 6 a.m. on the same day as the night is crazy. Same day as the fight is crazy, with the venue sold out with 98K people. More, yeah. Karma Serene said if he were making that kind of money, the purse bid wouldn't have been that low and Haney wouldn't be upset. It's a great point. If there's any point. NL says, I just seen a video of them talking. I don't think there's any beef between them. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it beef, but they definitely had a little back and forth. You feel what I mean? The Devin Haney went on social media and said he's the fakest nigga on earth. Well, the fakest nigga he ever met. So, that's not positive. That's not a positive thing to say about somebody. So obviously at that point in time, they weren't on positive terms. You see what I mean? And this is another thing. Like, Devin, you got fucking money, bro. Like, if you took a trip from the U.S. to London, that shit ain't cheap, my nigga. Like, I don't know if you came on a private jet or commercial. I don't know how the fuck you got there, but you got money, nigga. You can't buy a ticket. Like, if you really want to go that bad since you in London and niggas not giving you comp tickets, why don't you just pay for one? You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you feel like you have to get a free ticket because you some type of superstar or some shit like that, bro, you lucky you even made it into the arena that night, because a petty motherfucker wouldn't even allowed you to come in after, citing that type of disrespect. You feel me? So, from the boxing aspect, bro, I rock with Devin Haney. I like what he does for the sport. He wants to prove that he the best. He take big fight after big fight. He believes in himself. I like his confidence in the ring. But, these little past situations that he's been having lately, especially with Eddie Hearn, bro, I don't know, man. Like, he's coming across like a little spoiled child. And we already know that he was a little spoiled child. You know what I'm saying? He was well taken care of. He had a great father. He had a great support system. That's cool. But, at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn ain't your dad. You feel what I'm saying? So the nigga don't got to look out for you how the way Bill look out for you. My boy PYP Boxing. He said, drop a like to my man, the MarkMazuma. Spits knowledge. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. And PYP, man, I really hope, man. I know you a busy man. You got a lot of good shit going on where you from. Man, I hope that you able to get to Philadelphia with Boots and Ben Rodriguez. Ben Rodriguez said he never been on the East Coast. That shit blew my fucking mind. I never knew that. I gotta run in the band, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I gotta meet that man. But if you able to come to Philadelphia for that, man, I would love to get with you. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And chop it up with you, man. Cause I know you said you wanted to see me in New York and take pictures, whatever the case is. Bro, we gotta link up, bro. We gotta link up. I fuck with PYP Boxing heavy, man. That's my guy right there. He done sent me a lot of opportunities. He done put me on to a lot of things. I'm very appreciative of PYP. That's a real dude right there. As a matter of fact, let me give PYP a wrench. Let me give PYP a wrench. You feel me? Yep. He said Eagles won and Dallas lost. Yo, listen, man, I don't really watch football too much because the Eagles stress me out, man. For these past few years, bro, they play to the level of their competition. If it's a bad team, they play bad. If it's a good team, they play good. But every single game is always competitive, nail-biting type shit, bro. Like, they have so much talent. They have so much potential, but it's something within the team, the organization. I don't know what it is. I don't know much about football, but it seems like there's something that's genuinely holding them back from being truly great. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I can't call it. I can't sit here and break football down with y'all. Yeah, I played a little bit when I was a young boy, but I can't say too much, from like how the way I talk boxing, I can't talk football. Can't really sit back and, kick it with y'all about that. But bro, I can't. I got a lot of shit going on in my life as it is. You feel what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit going on as it is, bro. I'd rather stress about real life shit than the Philadelphia Eagles. They do well, I'm rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? If they, go to the Super Bowl, they win, I'm happy because that's great for my city. But, in terms of like being emotionally invested in the Eagles, fuck no. You feel me? Carmen not joining. I mean, she can. I wanted her to, but, if she just want to stick in the chat, that's cool too. Let me see. Agent 007 said, isn't it Bill's job to get tickets for Devin in the first place? I don't know if that's necessarily Bill's job. I know that his job is to help Devin Haney sell tickets when he fight. I don't know if it's necessarily Bill's job to get tickets for Devin. I don't know, like for him to just be a spectator in the crowd. I don't know if that's his job, but it's definitely his job to help him sell tickets because he's the head of DHP Promotions. But this the thing, like, me personally, I would look for the comp tick. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got to spend bread, fuck it, I look for the comp tick. But if I really want to go and niggas not trying to give me no complimentary ticket, I'm going to buy it myself. Why do you feel like niggas got to give you free shit, bro? Don't nobody owe you shit. Eddie Hearn done told you multiple times. He don't have to give you shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not one of his fighters. He prioritizes his fighters over niggas that's just free agents and just want to attach themselves to him. Yeah, Devin Haney is a multi-millionaire. He's been a lot of big fights. He's made a shit ton of bread. You feel what I'm saying? Why do you feel like niggas got to do shit for you? Now that you got money, you don't want to put it up? I don't understand that shit. Niggas got to explain that to me. I don't know, bro. That shit weird. Rock with Devin as a fighter, but, and that's in this particular situation, I'm scratching my head at that. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Devin Haney he acting like a fucking brat, for real, for real. Carmen said, rich people always begging. Yeah, it's like because of their status, they feel like they ain't got to put no bread up for shit. It's like, nigga, stop it. You go right over to them fucking Jewish jewelers, and you willing to put bread up for that, and you willing to spend money on a bitch you don't even know. You out here tricking for pussy and all this shit, and you trying to impress up, but you won't sit down and you won't buy a ticket for a boxing event. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if Devin was invited. So you just invited yourself and be like, yo, let me get a free ticket. I don't know, bro. Shout out to the boy Najee. He said the arena was sold out for consumer tickets, so that's why Eddie Turkey had to supply tickets since they had some reserved. Regardless of the situation, though, Najee, why do you feel like you entitled to one of those tickets that's reserved, though? And it wasn't even like he planned the shit. Eddie Hearn said, bro, I got a text from you at 6:00 this morning. So that gives me the impression that Eddie Hearn had no idea that he was coming. So if he knew that he was not coming, how the fuck did Devin Haney just expect to have a ticket waiting for him? Bro, regardless, I just don't understand the shit. Yeah, it was sold out for consumer tickets, whatever the case is. All right, that may be true. I actually did hear that. So that's actually a great point. I overlooked that. But regardless, it's like, come on, man. Man, I'm not really here to talk about, how the way Devin Haney grew up, anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm happy that he had a father that was actually there for him and put him in position. Are we really justifying Devin Haney crying for a ticket right now? He said Dev was a friend of Joshua's, though. It was expectation. I don't understand that. What you mean it was expectation? He was expected to get a ticket because Joshua's his homie? What's his name? Dezik Mezik? He said if Canelo asked Hearn for a ticket, Canelo would have got a ticket. K7, how cool you got to be with somebody? I mean, at the end of the day, he got in the fucking arena, so somebody gave him a ticket. Somebody gave him a ticket. You feel what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn talk about ask somebody else. So did he ask somebody else and got the ticket? Probably. And listen, if Eddie Hearn asks for, Canelo's on, we talking about from a business aspect, bro. First of all, I don't even know if Canelo even be going to fights. So I don't even think that's something that Eddie even ever got to worry about. I never see Canelo go to fights unless it's somebody from his stable. Like I seen like Canelo at like Valdez fight and shit like that. And little shit like that. But I don't know. I don't know who got him in, bro. I don't even know the information. I'm just telling you what I think about, Devin Haney in this situation, bro. This nigga went on social media ranting because he didn't get a ticket from somebody. Silk said, I'm petty. I would have banned Haney if he played with me like that. That's fucked up. Nah, Turkey would have. Turkey. I wonder who gave him the ticket. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, man, that's just my perspective. If that's Anthony Joshua's homie, why ain't Anthony Joshua giving him a ticket? I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. Said Turkey was bugging out. AJ lost the fight. Boy, that's Turkey fault. Listen, man. Look, man, it's Turkey fault, bro. Like, Turkey she could have made. Well, I don't know. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it's Turkey fault. You know what I'm saying? He probably seen. Hold on. He probably was trying to set up Anthony Joshua with the winner of Usyk and fucking Fury part 2. You know what I'm saying? Probably trying to set up Fury and Joshua, but he probably like, fuck, he was supposed to win and he didn't type shit. So I don't know. Nazi said the social media rant was too much, but I kind of do feel like Eddie been switching up on Haney lately. Well, that's what Haney feel like for sure. You know what I mean? I already gave like the whole breakdown. Like, they was breaking bread together. They was working. You know what I mean? DHP, Matchroom, making some big fights happen. They made the Regis Prograde fight together. They made it. They did a lot. They made some bread together. But now that Devin Haney had that little situation with Ryan Garcia, you know what I mean? It seemed like Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean, ain't too enthused with Devin Haney. At least that's what I peep. You know what I'm saying? So, Devin Haney probably feel like, damn, bro, like I had a little setback and you treating me different now. That's probably what he meant by, he act like he give a fuck about you, but then, he switch up on you. It's probably what he talking about. It's probably what he alluding to, for real, for real. Case 7. Eddie is shady. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but the dude is an opportunist. Boost better be careful. But he's such a great talent. He may not end up the same way as Devin. Well, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope he don't get done like Devin did in his last fight. You know what I mean? That shit have hurt for real, for real. Boost one of my favorite guys. But in terms of Eddie Hearn being an opportunist, how many promoters do we know that's not an opportunist? That's essentially what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we even go back to the Don King shit, like, there were situations where Don King would walk in with one fighter, and then, the other fighter will win, and then he'll walk out with the winner of the fight. So he'll walk in with the nigga he think gonna win the fight, and then he'll walk out with the guy. He'll walk in with the guy who he believes is gonna win the fight, the favorite. Then he'll walk out with the guy who actually won the bout after the fact. So, a lot of these promoters is opportunists, bro. Of course, they in it to make money. They gonna go wherever the money go, or at least attempt to. If they feel like a nigga ain't making money for them no more, they'll drop him. They would treat him different. They're gonna prioritize other people. Since Eddie Hearn been dealing with Dev, he signed a shit ton of talent, bro. So he like, all right, like Dev, he's a big name in the sport. You know what I'm saying? But do I necessarily need him? See, it's a lot of people split down the middle, so it's definitely a good thing to talk about. 93 Octane says, people so sensitive is business. K7 says, you right, Ock, but if you solid, be solid. If not, be a businessman. So, a lot of people feel like Eddie Hearn, like playing both sides, like where he act like he give a fuck about somebody, but then, you know what I'm saying, when shit don't suit him no more, then he want to take the business route. I see what y'all saying. Silks Bando said, we got to remember, this is a business. Fighters should not take nothing personal. Hey, man. I feel like Devin Haney feel like he got backstabbed by Eddie. That's what I feel like. Thomas Rice said he on some Hitchens shit. Hey, man, listen, a lot of these dudes looking at Hitchens like he a snake, bro. He might not be a good friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shakur was like, yo, this nigga in interviews talking about how Tank licking his chops and, like, you seem like you rocking with Tank. You supposed to be my homie. I back you all the time. Why you don't back me? You know what I'm saying? So Shakur cut him off. Meek Millie says, salute, Mazuma. I heard earlier in the live you said Devin Haney takes chances and he believes in himself, but that's cap. Devin Haney got ran out of the division by his mandatory Shakur at 135. Do you think he ran out of the division because of Shakur, or he ran out of the division because he was killing himself to make the weight? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you entitled to your opinion, but personally, I think that Devin Haney stood at 135 too long. And it was bound to happen, him moving up to 140. You feel what I'm saying? And even at 40, he don't even look that healthy neither. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he go up to 47 his next fight. And and Coffee Plant brings up the argument right here. He said, why he ain't take the 25%? Hey, man, from what I understand, that was a percentage that was given. Shakur didn't like that percentage. And Shakur said on Cigar Talk that he about the money now. He about the money. You feel what I'm saying? Because at one point in time, he was talking about he was about the legacy. He wasn't about the money. And then when he got an offer, he tried to go through the WBC to get that 60-40 split from what I understand. So he was looking for a bigger percentage. I don't fucking know. But regardless, Bill was saying he could make the weight easy. What, 35 or 40? Carmen said he looked like he's the same size as Berlanga on Saturday. Berlanga a big motherfucker. So you saying he definitely not as big as Berlanga. I see what you're talking about. Berlanga was a fucking cruiserweight when he fought Canelo. That nigga was 193. Damn. That's probably why he was taking Canelo punches all crazy. Nah, ain't no way he was making 35 easy. That boy was lying. You can say whatever you want, bro. It's probably because he don't want to show no weakness in his son. But I call cap. Now, if anything is cap, that's fucking cap. Because I got experience with motherfuckers. The body, your face never lies, bro. Your face never lies. You feel what I'm saying? When your face that sunken in, bro, nah, it's bad. It's really bad. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he made 35 easy. If that was the case, he would have stood his ass there. And I know he ain't make 35 easy because he looked like shit at 142. Look, a lot of these dudes walk around heavy as shit, bro. So I'm not surprised. And you know what's crazy? If Dev would have stood at 135 and really killed himself to make the weight, and then he would have got smoked one of his fights, you know what y'all would have said? Oh, he should have moved up. Damn, he stood at, man, why would he stay there so long? He was clearly drained. And now they're saying that he moved up to 40. Oh, he ducked. He got ran out at 135. It's like you can't win regardless. Niggas gonna have their angles regardless of what you say. Regardless of what somebody do, they gonna have their angles. So it is what it is. Yup, Coffee Plant. Like the live. Yup. Silks Bando says Dad probably got 2 more fights at 40 max. I think that's being generous, bro. Listen. Hopefully he stick with that nutritionist and all that good shit, man. But when you blowing up in weight like that, bro, and especially as you get older, your body starts to hold on to that weight more and more. It's gonna be harder and harder, bro. it's not a good thing to blow up that much in weight, in between fights. Andre Ward had his 10 boxing commandments, bro. Let me see if I can pull this shit up and share it with y'all. Let me see if I can find that. The 10 commandments of boxing. Andre Ward put together a beautiful list. Let me see. Keep trying to make me sign into fucking social media shit. Let me see if I can find that image. Okay, this is it right here. Look at this right here. So, number 1 from Andre Ward. Haney 25. I mean, yeah, I know he's 25. No, I think he old. Is Haney older than me? Let me see. Yeah, he's 25. Never mind. I'm a few months older than Devin. He about to be 26 though. But regardless, blowing up in weight, that's a bad joint. Look, it's actually the number 2 boxing commandment on Andre Ward's list that Devin Haney seems to go against. Gaining 20 to 30 pounds in between fights. Number 1 is putting drugs or alcohol in your system. Number 2, gaining 20 to 30 pounds in between fights. Number 3, only training when you have a fight coming up. Number 4, believing in your own hype. There's always more work to do. Number 5, loving the nightlife. Number 6, believing that you can't be beat. Anyone can get clipped. Number 7, having a bunch of people around you who only gas you up and tell you what you want to hear. Number 8, laziness. Number 9, pride, not allowing yourself to be taught. Number 10, entitlement. Ironically, nobody owes you anything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 10 Johns, 10 bad, 10 rules to be aware of in boxing. Who's the biggest weight bully in boxing? I mean, I don't know, bro. What you define as a weight bully? Cause I think about shit a little bit different, man. I feel like if you make the weight, you make the weight. You feel me? It is what it is. You're just gonna have to deal with the rehydration process, and if not, and if you feel like the rehydration process is a problem for you or is a disadvantage for you, then you're gonna have to do that rehydration clause. It is what it is. Dev definitely looked like he in the high 60s. He looked like he is, he probably had 168, 170 right now, if I had to guess. K7 said Tank breaks 7 all the time. What's 7? Having a bunch of people around you only gas you up and tell you what you want to hear. Well, that's what Eddie Hearn was alluding to with Devin Haney. He said he had like 20 people in his locker room or 10 or 20 people in his locker room that, was saying like his entourage kept getting bigger and bigger. And then when he lost, nobody was in the locker room and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of, a lot of like 90% of these fighters break, these rules right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes drink. A lot of these dudes do drugs. Gaining 20, 30 pounds in between fights, shit. Seemed like everybody doing that now. Only training when you have a fight coming up. I remember Gervonta, I don't know about now, but I remember Gervonta Davis was saying how, he will only train if he had a fight date coming up because he didn't want to burn himself out. I remember he said that on the Breakfast Club specifically, but it was a while back. That's when Tank was getting all fat and doing all this crazy shit. Believing in your own hype, a lot of fighters do that. A lot of fighters do that. You feel me? Shit like Chris Colbert, Loving the Nightlife, Adrian Broner, Jamal Charlo, All these dudes, they stay in the club, believing that you can't be beat. It's a lot of people, bro, until they get beat. Adrian Broner is one of the biggest examples of that. Having a bunch of people who only gas you up, that's a lot of people too, especially when you at the top. Laziness, I know a few. Pride, not allowing yourself to still be taught. Yeah, a lot of people get to a certain point in the game where they feel like nobody could tell them shit, and they jump from trainer to trainer, and they feel like they know it all. And bro, it's a whole bunch of them, like Jared Anderson. Entitlement, nobody owes you anything. Sound like Dev. You feel me? Colbert don't be in the club. I never said Colbert be in the club. Uh I said Colbert be believing in his own hype. You know what I'm saying? Believing that he can't be beat. Not allowing yourself to be taught. He disrespected his corner right before Rayo sparked him. I got it. Man, chill out, man. I got it. Stay off them ropes, man. No, I got it. Okay. She said no. She said no. You exposing? Hey, I probably am. I shouldn't have said that. Probably shouldn't have said that. But it is what it is. Very few fighters stick with one trainer, but if you peep a lot of the elite guys, they typically stick with their day one trainer. Gervonta, stick with his day one trainer. Canelo, stick with his day one trainer. Floyd, he kept it in the family. You know what I'm saying? He kept Roger and he kept Floyd Sr. around. A lot of these dudes stick with their day ones, bro. You feel me? I'm watching the Cobra John next Wednesday. Fuck no. Nobody watching that bullshit. Do Cobra still got that chicken spot? He still got that chicken spot. You know Cobra the lame ass nigga because he always naming himself after somebody. He always dickying. You see what I'm saying? When he was coming up, he was Lil B-Hop. I said, why they call this nigga Lil B-Hop? I'm from Philly. I know B-Hop really well. Watch this nigga fight. I'm like, this nigga ain't nothing like B-Hop. Why the fuck they call him that? Then he started dickying, right? Start calling himself Prime Time, like Deion Sanders. Why? He said it was too much work. Sound like some shit Cobra to say. Sound like some shit Cobra to say. I would have walked out the arena if that was his coach. I'd have slapped the shit out of him in that corner if I was his coach. Like, bro, who the fuck? Bah! I'd have slapped the shit out of him open hand. For sure. Ain't none of my fighters talking crazy. I'll be chilling when I be talking in the corners anyway. I might get a little animated, but if I feel like you ain't listening to everything on the line, bro, and you want to talk back to me, open hand. What? Nazi said, when people cut weight, then rehydrate, what do they lose in the process? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. Prime time chicken. Chicken was ass. That shit was like Raising Cane's. Oh, okay, he fighting on Pro Box. Yeah, Pro Box the only network I feel like that be rumbling on Wednesdays and shit. I ain't never eat that shit. Shit trash. You eat Cobra chicken, you might you know what I mean? You might catch something. They said they shut primetime chicken down. He said everybody that was eating that shit caught malaria. Shit, that shit ass. Nobody want that shit. I mean, obviously it affects different, it affects everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? In terms of cutting weight, if they doing it the right way, it shouldn't have an effect on of them in the fight at all. You know, if they're in a weight class that they feel strong at, you know what I mean, they not leaving no stones unturned. You know, they ain't cutting no corners. You know what I mean? If they cutting weight the right way, it shouldn't have that much of an effect on them. You know, when they rehydrate, they should still feel strong. You know, they should still feel they should feel energized. You know what I'm saying? And they should have a great performance following. You feel what I mean? But if you were cutting weight the wrong way, if you wait last minute to cut weight, you know, little shit like that, it got when they rehydrate, they could feel like they don't got nothing left. You know what I mean? So it always starts with, you know, are they cutting weight properly? Are they doing the right things? You know, are they eating the right foods? You know, all that good shit. Because I highly doubt you can have a good rehydration process if you cut weight terribly. Because if you cut weight the wrong way, it's going to take more than 24 hours to, you know, get your body back, you know, in tune. Let me see. Elaborate on cutting weight the wrong way. Okay, yeah, we could definitely elaborate on that. What I mean by that is, you know, obviously cutting weight last minute. You know, if you got a 6 to 8 week training, let's say your training camp is 8 weeks. I think that is best to, you know, not wait until the last 2 weeks to cut weight. I feel like you should, and this is another thing, like Andre Ward's 10 boxing rules. You shouldn't be gaining no more than 20 to 30 pounds in between fights. Learn from guys like Bernard Hopkins who walked around at their fight weight, Floyd Mayweather who walked around at their fight weight, Andre Ward, you know, always stuck around, always stood in shape. You know what I'm saying? If you staying in the gym and, you know, you really living the fighter lifestyle, you know, cutting weight the wrong way wouldn't even really be an option in all honesty. But, you know, in terms of cutting weight the wrong way, you know, what I see a lot of people do is they be wearing these sauna suits, right? Sauna suits, you know, the new thing. You know, they'll eat like shit all week. You know what I mean? But then they'll wear the sauna suits and sweat all that shit out. And then when they rehydrate, they go back up to the same weight. So what I mean by cutting weight the wrong way is putting the wrong foods in your body. You know, drinking all these energy drinks that have all this sugar in it, and then you going home and you know you eating like shit on the couch, but then you working out and you thinking that shit gonna cut the weight away, and then you waiting in the last week, and then you probably 10 pounds over the week of the fight. And you know, you trying to run it off, and that shit ain't working. You see what I mean? So then you come into the scale of dead man, you think that, oh, but at least I got 24 hours to rehydrate. The whole time your body is, you know, still recovering, still recouping from all the stress you done put it through. So then when you step in the ring, you know what I'm saying? You might do well for the first half of the fight, but then those mid to late rounds, you struggling to get through. And part of the reason why you're struggling to get through it is because you burnt yourself out at the gym. You left all your fight in the gym. And I've seen fighters do that all the time, bro. And you know, Devin Haney left 135 at the right time. And the reason why I say that was because when he fought Vasyl Lomachenko, bro, in those later rounds, you could tell like Devin Haney dogged his way through it. You know, he got through those rounds, but you could tell that he was burnt out. Just my personal opinion. He was burnt out. And I think it was because when he got into those tough later rounds, you know, a lot of the fight that, you know, he could have had in that boxing ring was left in the boxing gym trying to get down to 35. You feel me? So, you know, I hope that answered your question, Oscar. Like, you know, waiting last minute to cut weight, you know, wearing sauna suits, and, you know, you trying to take water out your system instead of burning fat. You feel what I'm saying? So, I hope I answered your question. Coffee Plant says, what's the best drink to drink when cutting except water? I would say that you would. Rude. Anyways, I would say that, you know, the best way to rehydrate yourself is, you know, melons. You know what I'm saying? Like melons, watermelons, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, the majority of, these fruits are made up of water. You feel what I mean? And plain water is not the best thing to keep yourself hydrated, in all honesty, because you need minerals for your body. Karma says Celsius, you shot the fuck out. Celsius is diabolical. That's some shit that you need like for emergencies. You feel me? So definitely, Pedialyte is a good way to rehydrate because of the electrolytes and everything that they have in it. But lemon water is good. Coconut water is one of the best ways to rehydrate yourself, period. But it has to be organic coconut water. You gotta look at the nutrition label and make sure that there's no extra bullshit in there. If you was to go to a Trader Joe's, I don't know if y'all familiar with Trader Joe's or like these supermarkets that have like an organic section. I believe coconut water is like a specific color. Let me see. Yeah, like initially it's pink when they bottle it, but it turns like pink, what I mean, due to the varying levels of antioxidants and shit like that. So be aware of that. Coconut water is great though. Make sure you're not getting that bullshit one. You gotta make sure you're getting the correct one. Gatorade, like I said, that'll be a great John for rehydrating. You see what I mean? But in terms of Gatorade, in terms of cutting weight, that's not it. That's not it. I mean, too much sodium, corn syrup, all that good shit, that shit that you really don't need. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, coconut water, fruits, that's the best way to rehydrate yourself, honestly. And if you're going to get water, you got to make sure that it's obviously alkaline water, spring water, things like that. Not that purified water because it's not really doing anything for you. You want to get that spring water that, was, what's that shit called? Came up in the springs and all that other shit. Your body needs those minerals that come from spring water. You seen a fighter drink Sunny D? What the fuck? Yo, I got this funny ass story. So there was this guy, and one of the fighter that I'm talking about, he passed away, unfortunately. So RIP to him. I ain't gonna get it too much into it, but he had a coach at one point in time that was a diabetic, right? So I don't know if y'all know anybody with diabetes or if y'all diabetic, whatever the case is, but when typically diabetes is when I believe your pancreas is no longer working or working how it's supposed to. So when your levels are high, I think they shoot you with insulin to get the levels back down to normal. When it's low, you have to, get sugar in your body. You know what I'm saying? Bring your levels back up. So it's like a up and down type thing. So because the trainer was diabetic, you know what I'm saying? When his fighter was fatigued or, he felt like he wasn't energized and shit like that, he used to give him ginger ale in the corner. I thought that shit was the funniest shit in the world. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, everybody usually drinking water or even Gatorade during like the sparring sessions. This dude is giving his fighter Canada Dry ginger ale, my nigga. And we like, yo, you giving this nigga ginger ale? Yeah, man, because it's gonna get his blood levels back up. It's gonna get his energy back up. I said, for you, yes, nigga. Like if your sugar low, yeah, you know what I mean? But his body not operating on that type of time. Like you giving your fighter Sunny D not gonna get this nigga a boost, bro. Like I hope you know that. But that was his logic, bro. That was his logic. That shit worked for him. But let me see. I think I said somebody. PYP says, I heard Root say Oscar rehydrated with IV, so Manny jump on him. Why is that bad? Well, he probably said that alluded to the fact that Oscar De La Hoya was dehydrated. You see what I'm saying? I think Manny Pacquiao made him go down to 147, and he had no business being at 47 no more. This is an older man that grew up out of the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? So, me hearing that somebody is taking an IV, it lets me know that their system is like their body is lacking. You know what I'm saying? They're not they're extremely dehydrated. If I hear somebody has a IV, it doesn't necessarily mean that you a dead man or anything like that. But at Oscar De La Hoya situation, he was a dead man walking in that fight. Oscar knew that. Roach knew that. Manny Pacquiao knew that, which is why he said jump on him. You see what I mean? So yeah. That's why he told him to jump on him. You feel me? But fucking IVs in general, man. They could put a shit ton of weight on you in a good amount of time. Would I recommend IV rehydration? As long as if the if the commission allows it, then I guess so. But that could be done. I think a lot of commissions won't do it unless there's some type of they give you some type of exemption, or you ask for some sort of exemption. But you said Abdullah Mason is bigger than Boots. No, he's not. I told you that. He said Diddy was off them IVs after the freak offs with Meek. That's some crazy shit. Hey, man. But Abdullah Mason definitely not bigger than Boots. Y'all never seen Boots. Said Boots got to move up. Hey, man, look, man. Boots is on a mission, and as a fan, obviously I want to see him go up to 54 and fight some elite guys, but if the motherfucker got a goal and he headstrong about it, ain't nothing we can really say about it. I know for a fact, I never even met Abdullah Mason, but I know for a fact he ain't bigger than Boots. Ain't no fucking way. Height, overall frame, none of that. Jibo said, nah, let him clear out 47. I think him clearing out 47 and becoming undisputed at 47 will give him more bargaining power, more power at the table when going up to 54. You feel me? My fucking eyes is irritating me. I don't know. Boots walks around heavy. Yes, he does. But he stay in the gym, so that weight cut be easy. You feel me? Thomas Wright said, Mark, he not going undisputed. No one wants to fight him. I mean, what a bitch. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. K7 says, what you think about Lamont Roach versus Tank? How does it end? Hey, man, look, I got respect for Lamont Roach. You see what I'm saying? He a dog. He always find a way to win. He ain't got no bitch in his blood from what I've seen. So, he's a formidable opponent. However, I do think that he's lacking tremendously in the experience department when it comes to Gervonta Davis, and especially if he moves up to 135. Lamont is a small dude, so going up to that weight might be a little bit too much for him. You feel what I'm saying? I understand he was a decorated amateur. He's a world champion currently. Good performance against Hector Garcia and all that good shit. But Gervonta Davis is a different level. You feel what I'm saying? It's a different level. So he's going up against a totally different fighter, a more experienced fighter. I just think Tank will dismantle him and get him up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? He said, what's your girl favorite fighter? I asked her when she come back. Yeah, I think Tank gonna stop Lamont. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't no disrespect towards Lamont or anything like that. You feel what I mean? He just happens to be somebody who's in the best position to get that fight based off of what I've seen, because I've heard that I heard that Edwin De Los Santos is injured. He's in DR right now or something like that. Like, he's not available to fight. And this is the thing, like, K7 said he has lesser chance than Frank. I'm gonna say yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at least Frank Martin was a legit 135. He was a bigger dude. You feel what I mean? Lamont, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it as to whether Lamont was a better fighter than Frank Martin. I'm not too sure. They asked who your favorite fighter is. You're, they asked who your favorite fighter is. She what? She said she don't know. She don't. She said I'm her favorite fighter. That's cute. I'm retired, so I know you capping. But nah, she don't watch boxing, bro. So she don't really be tuned in for real. She probably like Ryan Garcia, a little blade ass. Oh, all right. Fuck him. You said Lamont is more skillful, but that big size discrepancy to overcome. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? A Tank not a big dude himself, but he's actually been at 135. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to hurt them dudes up there. He's more acclimated to the weight. That's definitely going to play a part, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So we just going to have to see. And although he may be more skillful than Frank Martin, I feel like Frank Martin, I think he posed more of a risk for Tank than Lamont would. Just based off of the size and sh- things of that nature. Let me see. I ain't even get into the heavyweight division all like that, man. What I was pretty much gonna say about that is, it seems like the heavyweight division is starting to shift and provide some different names, man. The three guys that was at the top of the division for a while seem to be slipping. Whether we talking about Wilder, he lost two in a row. Anthony Joshua just got stopped on Saturday. Wait, was that yeah, Saturday? And Tyson Fury just came off of an L with Usyk, and he may very possibly lose this rematch against Usyk in December. So, what I really wanted to speak about specifically is who do we believe is gonna come out on top of the heavyweight division amongst all this new talent. I ain't gonna say young talent, but new talent that's coming up on the scene because we got Martin Piccoli that's making a name for himself. Zhang old ass still in the mix. Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois. Joseph Parker still standing. I guess Gerald Miller is still in the picture. Andy Ruiz trying to get back active. Who do you believe is the most dangerous dude in the division? Who do you think is going to come out on top amongst all these dudes that's uh, in the mix? He said Bacoli, Caballero, Parker. He said Dubois will for sure end up on top. That's interesting. Look, man, he back in him. Yeah, Zhang old as hell, bro. I'm telling you, he old. I'll tell you what though, if Dubois was the rematch Usyk and actually beat him, that'd be one of the best comebacks or turnaround stories that I've ever seen in boxing. You know what I'm saying? To get stopped by Joe Joyce, and then shortly afterwards get stopped by Usyk to come around and stop Gerald Miller, Philip Herkovich, Anthony Joshua, and then Usyk, bro, that's like some crazy shit. Yeah, I think Zhang like 40, 41, bro. You say you like Richard Torres. I ain't gonna lie to you, like Richard Torres, you know, he don't impress me, man. He don't impress me at all. Like he awkward, aggressive, awkward dude. But I even watched that Joey DeWaco fight a little bit, and I don't really see nothing about him that make me feel like he could beat these top dudes, bro. Like he might have been a good amateur, whatever the case is, but being a great amateur don't necessarily correlate to becoming a successful pro. And I'm not necessarily doubting Richard Torres. I'm just telling you, I don't really see anything about him that concerns me. Not necessarily concern me, but impresses me. You know what I'm saying? With all the other talent that we got out here. Like when I'm talking about talent that actually like impresses me or really gets my attention, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, but Coley got my attention, bro. Yo, you know what I would like to see, bro? I would like to see Richard Torres fight Diego Pacheco brother. What's Diego Pacheco brother name, man? I forgot. He a heavyweight dude. What the fuck is his name? Is his name? Yeah, Federico. Federico. Let's see that. Federico Pacheco. My boy's 7-0 with 7 knockouts, bro. 6'5", 20 years old. You feel what I'm saying? He got an undefeated fighter on his record. You feel what I mean? He running shit up. My boy 260. Damn. Let's go, champ. Federico. That's a gangsta ass name. Let's go, champ. Yeah, he's 20. I'm just talking shit. But I was watching him and I was like, yo, he can fight for sure. Like he doing this thing. That's what's up. And he a big kid too, bro. 20 years old and he's 6'5". That's some shit right there. Richard Torres versus Andy Ruiz or Big Baby? You want to throw Richard in the mix that right now? $20? How he old, bro? How's 20 old? Nigga, how old are you? Agent 007. He said, how you feel about the Davis brothers versus the Vargas brothers? So you talking about Keyshawn, Keon, and Kelvin versus Emiliano, Fernando, and Amato? Did I get their names right? I don't know, man. Like, I haven't seen much of Kelvin or Keon all like that, so I can't really speak on that. I've been tuned in with the Vargas brothers though, so I can't really answer that. But you know, it seemed like Fernando doing a great job with his sons. I'm gonna tell you that. Keyshawn be doing too much talking on the net. Hey man, a lot of these dudes do. Let me see. But guy says, "Yo, Mark, have you seen that video of Ryan whooping on Devin?" I seen that sparring session a while back, and I ain't really see Ryan do nothing crazy to Dev. So I don't know if you just hating or you and your Devin hating bag or whatever the case is, but I ain't really see nothing that was that crazy. I seen that video a while back anyway. That shit just resurfaced. That shit been out. Now let me say Ryan wasn't whooping shit in that vid. Haney was just blocking everything. Y'all hype up any sparring clips. Hey man, I mean, this the new era that we in, bro. Like I remember at one point in time, it was like if you recorded a sparring session, that shit could get you in a lot of trouble in the boxing gym. You see what I mean? But like nowadays, like everybody recording sparring sessions and they all bound to leak. Like I thought that Tank and Devin sparring session would have never seen the light of day. That shit got released, bro. That shit got released. I don't know. You know, people hype up anything, man. And Devin Haney, it's like cool to hate on Devin nowadays. So they'll say anything negative about him. I was celebrating AJ loss last night. You said Gerald Miller was celebrating his loss. Gerald Miller and Anthony Joshua would be a good fight, man. I would like to see that. As long as this boy ain't on them PEDs, I would like to see it. Gerald Miller, Anthony Joshua. You know, one coming off of a draw that I thought he won. Anthony Joshua just got sparked this last fight. That'd be a good turnaround. So we get AJ versus Ruiz 3 now. I think Gerald Miller, based off of that previous performance, I'd rather see Gerald Miller fight AJ. Karma said no reason for a third Ruiz fight. She over here defending her boy. Oh shit. I would like to see Gerald Miller and AJ. Fuck it. And they'll say AJ should have never ducked my guy Wilder. That fight down the drain, yo. That fight would have never. That was a fight that would have broke records, bro. Both of them at their peak when they was undefeated, they would have fought each other, bro. That shit would have went berserk, bro. Especially if they fought in the UK. Fight went right down the drain, bro. Shit sad. That's what happens when, you know what I'm saying? When you listen to these bum ass boxer fans that be condoning ducking, that's what happens when you over marinate fights, bro. Y'all be talking about, oh, just let that fight just cook up a little bit more. Silk said Turkey announces fights when fighters already have a fight lined up. Yeah, I kind of don't like that, man. He said, "Fuck, mate." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Turkey be definitely doing that though. He be like, "Oh, like I remember Virgil Ortiz was fighting Bohachuk, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, we're gonna make Virgil Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford next," and it was like, "Nigga, he ain't even fight yet." So it's kind of like Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't know if he knows. Uh, he disrespecting the opposite opponent when he do that, man. I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like that shit. That's actually a great point. Now that I think about it, I don't like that he does that. Um, what was the last shit he did that I didn't like? I didn't like that whole shit when they put Wilder and Joshua on the same card and they wasn't fighting each other. I didn't understand that shit because Wilder let it be known he would have fought him next, but they wanted to do one more fight than have them fight each other. That shit is a waste of time, bro. Why the fuck do they need another tune-up? That shit been building up for 5, 6 years. Do we really need to see these niggas fight somebody else while they on the same card? Shit makes no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Timzu Fundora fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that anonymous. That's another one. Yeah, he be doing that shit a lot. Silk said he went against boxing when he promoted UFC 2 weeks ago. Well, he got business ties with all these different sports. You feel what I'm saying? Then Malik Scott say they wanted a fight before AJ. Well, I don't really be listening to Malik Scott in all honesty, bro. But I don't really care to really hear too much of what Malik Scott got to say because he ain't the one that's picking these fights at the end of the day. You feel me? I'm sure if they would have offered that fight to Wilder, I don't see why he would have turned it down. But maybe that's just Malik Scott speaking from the perspective of a trainer because his fighter been inactive and he want his fighter to be, getting some sort of activity going in before that big fight. But I'm sure if they would have offered Wilder that shit, he would have took it. Just knowing how Wilder move. Anonymous says, speaking of that, what y'all think about Dana again at the boxing? I think it's cool, man. It just goes to show, this boxing versus this UFC shit, bro. If that don't show you that boxing ain't over UFC or is the more popular sport, then I don't know what is because I don't know if anybody that'll go to a sport that's less than what they currently do. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you in sport A and it's significantly more popular than sport B, then why would you end up transitioning to sport B? It's like you're going backwards. You feel me? So Dana White's always been a boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? His first love was boxing. He won't. I'm sure he'll admit it himself if y'all really speak about it. And he tried to get into boxing early on before Turkey Al-Sheikh became highly invested in boxing. He started with Zuffa boxing. He was trying to get shit on the road, but then when he seen the politics of boxing and how he wasn't able to monopolize it like how he does MMA, that's when he walked away. He was like, "Nah, I ain't ready for." You know what I'm saying? He walked away. He was like, "Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna partake in this fuckery that's going on. This shit this shit ain't what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? But with Turkey Al-Sheikh, you know, to get money, nigga, yes, you see what I mean? It makes it easier for Dana to transition. You know what I'm saying? When he got that big financial backing behind him. So, you know, Dana, he don't play that shit. You know what I mean? He make the best motherfuckers fight the best motherfuckers. So, you know, I'm sure he'll be an asset to boxing. Anybody that helps the boxing culture move forward by making big fights, with it, regardless of who they are. But if he think that he gonna lowball motherfuckers like how the way he lowball motherfuckers in the UFC and boxing, he got another thing coming. He gonna have a lot, and I think that's partially why Dana couldn't first get into boxing, because he thought he was gonna be able to pay these guys what he paid them UFC dudes. But it seems like boxers, you know they worth a little bit more than MMA fighters at this point. Put your shit on mute, dog. Put your shit on mute, dog. Why? Fuck with you. Oh hell no! You see this shit? I see this shit. Yeah, Turkey been working with the UFC. He's been working with them for a while. I think when that whole COVID shit happened, he was working with Turkey. That nigga said Turkey is a turkey. That's crazy. He was Floyd Waterboy. He definitely used to carry Floyd bags though. Floyd said something about like he had like a Bullenbizer patch that he used to put on his trunks because he rocked with Dana and shit like that. You see what I mean? So I think Dana used to be around Jeff Mayweather, and at one point in time, Jeff Mayweather was Floyd's manager. A lot of people don't really know that. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it makes sense. Yo, Silk is a clown, bro. Nigga said, Mazuma, would you hold Turkey hand to get your fighter on his card? Would he hold my hand? Would I let him hold my hand? Oh man. Fuck. That's a tough question, bro. Cause you be seeing all the niggas, he be holding their hand, bro. They be mad uncomfortable, bro. They be mad uncomfortable. Shit, man. The masculine side of me want to say no, because I don't be with that weird shit. But I heard like where he from, that's like that's like endearment in a way. You know what I'm saying? To get my fighter on the card, bro. I know that check. If the check's stupid, I probably let him hold my hand. But that's the ain't gonna get no more than that. You know what I'm saying? He better not do no weird shit with my hand, bro. Over at shit. My masculine side tell me fuck no though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oscar said I sneak Turkey if he tried me, and you be a dead motherfucker, bro. As soon as you raise your hand like this, gonna be 8 holes in you. Turkey real. Turkey is well protected, I'm sure. Yeah, all right. That's when Turkey, yeah, Turkey out the freak gonna get his ass whooped. He put his hand on my lap. Yeah, all right. That's when he catch a nice ass right hand to his fucking dome. Then I just deal with whatever happened. I'll probably be in jail in Saudi Arabia for the rest of my life. Hands on laps, bro. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. He said Turkey a little freak. Knock that nigga turban smooth off his head. Whatever that shit is on the top, I knock that shit smooth off his head. He put his hand on my lap. I never seen him hold Bud hand. Turkey be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. Turkey a la freaky, that's crazy. He called this nigga Turkey a la freaky. He don't like being told no. Well, he gonna have to get used to it. Shit, nigga ain't putting his hand on my lap. I fucking punch that shit right off his head. What's that shit called, man? He like doing that with his white boys. Shit. Well, I ain't white. Certainly ain't white. Canelo told him no. Canelo a real nigga for that. You know, fucking touch me, motherfucker. You know, fucking touch me. That's a Canelo talk. Don't fucking touch me, motherfucker. Yeah, that T Diddy shit is hilarious, bro. You gonna like them Rican hands? You got me fucked up. Yeah, this joint right here. Chin. I probably can't tell, but I got a big ass knuckle. Look, I can move that shit. Put that shit right upside as a motherfucking dome piece. T Diddy is fucking hilarious.
What is up with you?
Get the hell out of my way.
I'm not in your way.
Get the hell out of my way. Get out. Get the hell out of my way if I knock you out. If I knock you out for the live. Go ahead. Oh. Oh. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that? I'm about to cut this camera off. Who said psycho behavior? They said I beat up cats and ladies.
You do.
Yo, y'all don't even know. I don't even be. This girl be fucking me up, bro. I don't even be doing that.
True.
Bro, she be whooping my ass, bro. I don't even be doing that, bro. I'll be like tapping her arms and shit. She be smacking the shit on me. She be loading up and hitting me. I'll just be tapping her. Turkey trapped in the closet. Y'all niggas crazy. Why y'all playing with Turkey like that? I'll be definitely punching on my cats though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Specifically Simba. I got a little kitten, so I don't really be hitting her. But Simba, he a grown ass man. He get out of line, kicking right in his ribs. Bah!
Stop messing with me.
Mark be getting abused. Yeah, bro. I'm a victim.
You're messing with me. I'm not even like bothering you. You're bothering me.
You're messing with me. Nah, Simba be chilling, but he do little stupid shit sometimes. Yeah, Simba will watch. He'll look me dead in my eyes and knock something off the table while he looking at me. When he get hungry, he could get like real what you call that shit? He get like real desperate when he hungry, bro. Like he'll follow me all around the crib. He'll knock the bag of cat food down. He do stupid shit, bro. That shit be driving me crazy. Yeah, cats be pissing me off, bro. Simba been living good his whole life though. Shit. I wonder what Oscar and Turkey meeting was like. That nigga Turkey had Oscar pop, lock, and dropping in that cheetah thong he be wearing. Yo. Turkey had that nigga in that hotel room. Pop, lock, and dropping with a cheetah thong on. Simba need to start paying rent. That's a fact. Bitch ass nigga don't pay nothing. Yeah. Cats be doing nut shit. I be having to smack the shit out of my tuxedo cat. This black cat that I got, she cool. She don't really be doing too much. She a nice cat. Justice for Simba. That's crazy. Y'all niggas about to have PETA at my door, and I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of one of them crazy ass white people that be fucking with them animals. Turkey brought out the baby oil, and that nigga Oscar lathered up. Turkey ain't bring out the baby oil. Oscar came out with that shit on. Mm-hmm. Oscar already know the routine. Turkey had Oscar in the telly with a tube of Bengay. A tube of Bengay and 3 Johnson & Johnson waters soluble baby oil. Oh my God. That's fucking crazy. Had that nigga Oscar running around the hotel room. Tell me why they call you the golden boy. You're gonna see why they call me the golden boy. Oh shit. It's crazy. Turkey is 6'9" God. That's crazy. Y'all niggas cooking right now. Hold on. Oscar keistered a bottle of baby oil. Snuck it into the hotel room just for fun. You're gonna see why they call me the golden boy. Oh shit. Oscar the type nigga that I ain't even gonna say it. That's gonna get my shit demonetized. I ain't gonna say it. That'd have been a crazy ass comment. There's something off about dude Turkey. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Turkey look like he sniffed seats. After meetings, Turkey makes sure he get one of them. He makes sure that he got them chairs in his office that like hold in smell. He wait until they walk out, close the door. That nigga put his nostrils right in the motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So that nigga Oscar's seat smelled like Chipotle. Yo. Yo, look at my eye. Yeah. Only God can do that, baby. No more locked doors. KSI, don't KSI promote Dean though? Don't he promote Dean the Great? If he do that, then it makes sense why he would say some shit like that. But Dean the Great a bum. For real. Huh? There's a lot of shit going on. It's fucking, I think this black ass cat fucking with my eyes. Said that nigga Oscar's seat smell like icy hot. That's some wild shit. Yeah, Dean definitely a clown. He a bum though. He talk all that big shit. But you know it's crazy. Dean gonna walk into a crazy payday. Watch. Turkey gonna. He said Turkey gonna bomb our cribs. Shit. We just gotta stay the fuck out Saudi Arabia. We cool. He ain't got no power over here. So seen that. Said Diddy got a toilet with a bidet on the highest pressure setting. Yo, that's some crazy shit. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. Cause these allergies kicking my ass, y'all. Turkey let people pour alcohol in his mouth. That's crazy. So that nigga, what's that shit called? When they pour the liquor in your mouth, what that shit called? Turkey be letting niggas dry the boat. That's some crazy shit. But I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all see my eyes all fucked up right now, man. I gotta give me some rest and get ready for the long week that's ahead of me. So I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love in the chat, man. Shout out to my homie Agent 007 for becoming the newest member of the channel. You see what I mean? Get y'all memberships, man. I appreciate that very much. If you was to show your support for the channel like that, man. But until then, salute to the nation and the mob. You know what I mean? Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.